Hello. Okay, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to use a RepliQ API in a simple automation flow. So here I am on the RepliQ API API documentation, which can be available at developer.replic.co, which is also can be accessible via the site here. So the first step I'm going to show you is that we're going to use Make as an example here. Make is an automation flow tool like Zapier or Pabbly. So it's basically the same thing that you will need to do if you are working with Zapier and Pabbly. Here I'm working on a blank automation flow, so I will start from scratch for you so you can follow step by step the process. For this example, I'm going to use a sheet, which is a Google Drive Excel table. And I'm going to start with watching a new row, which is what will trigger automation. So basically, on this file, when a new row will be created here, which can be created automatically via another flow automation or whatever. It can also come from a CRM instead of a sheet, but here I'm using sheet for a simple exercise. And basically, when I'm going to write a new URL like this, it will trigger a video generation on my Make and send a video by email. So first thing, I am gonna need to select this sheet so Make can understand where the data come from. So here I'm choosing a replica uh, sheet that I show to you, and I'm gonna use the first sheet on the file. And that's basically it for the first step. So let's try this out. So right now I'm gonna add a new website, for example, Lemlist, and then I'm gonna trigger this manually to see if he understand and get me the Lemlist. So here I can see there was two trigger, one from Replic, one from Lemlist. So first step is complete. Let's do the new step then. The one that will make uh, creation of video to Replic API. So I'm gonna use a simple HTTP request to do that. And according to the documentation, I'm gonna use the first one, which is try to trigger a website background. And I'm gonna use this documentation as we progress, so you can show the same thing and do the same thing for all of the flows that we have available on the documentation as of today. So let's start. So basically, the endpoint URL that I will need would be a website. So I'm going to copy this, and I will need to make a request for this URL, which will create a website background video. And then you will see on the documentation, it's a post request, not a get or not another type of request. So I'm going to use the same here and post. Uh, then you will see that you are required for an authentication, which is a bearer token that you can find on your dashboard. So if you go to your dashboard as a user, you will go to your account here and you will create an API key here for your automation bearer token. So here I already have mine, so I'm gonna just copy paste it and we can continue on this process. So here I'm gonna add it as an authorization, which is a bearer token. So I'm gonna paste it here. This API key won't be available after this video, so no need to try to use it. You won't be able to do so. Um, and then what I need to do is to require to add the different parameters that Replic needs in order to create your video. So there is mandatory parameters, which is written here. So there is only 4. And there is optional parameter to control the behavior of your video. Right now I'm just going to use a mandatory parameter to show you how easy it is to create a video. Basically, to add this on a post request, I will need to add a body, which is the main data that come to this request, and I'm going to add the different field that is mandatory. So as you can see, URL here, I'm going to add URL, which will come from the Google Sheet. So I'm going to use the URL from the sheet. So basically, each time a URL comes from the Google Sheet, it will trigger this video request using the URL from the sheet. And I'm gonna also add the different other required parameter for it to work. So I'm gonna use my RepliQ account here. So as an email parameter, I need to write my RepliQ account that I'm gonna use. It's a testing account here, and you will see I am returning the same parameter as written on the documentation. So URL is exactly written as URL here, and same from email. And then I need also to write a preview title, which will release your video title. So I'm just gonna make one right now to for an example, but it can also come from the sheet or from another source, and it can be also different from each lead you want, or you can just put one one title here and it will use it for all the video. Finally, I'm gonna use the video I want to with my background. So here I need to provide a URL for my video. So I'm also gonna paste here the video I'm gonna show and use on this demo, which can be, for example, accessible
The
here.
goal of the
It's a RepliQ demo video, and I'm gonna use this for my account, my video creation for each lead I got. So I'm just gonna paste here as a last parameter the video. Make sure also that the response you get from the API is parsed and to be able to use the data correctly. It's an option here, but you will easily have this as well. So it's basically it for the website API trigger. Let's test this out now. So if I want to test this out manually, I'm just gonna run this module. And for example, I'm gonna create a video using a replic background. Uh, and I'm gonna start this. So basically, one video take around 1 minute to generate, depending of the number of video you want to generate, as well as the server capacity at the time you want to generate. But it's usually quite fast, as you will see here on this demo. While I'm working, I'm just gonna wait for it to finish, but it's quite fast. And after this is finished, it will give you the video data. So you will have basically the URL of the page of the video. You will have images created and more data that you will be able to use on your email, which is written also on the API as a response parameter. So it's basically all the data I get from making a video. And you will see here on make, if I go to here, you can see my video I finished. If I go to the data that I got from this video creation, you will see that the video was successful and the video page was here. So if I copy paste this, I can go directly to the video here to show it's written as I wanted, and I can also play it.
The goal of the video is to make your
And that's basically it. You also have, like, of course, the HTML code and other data that you will be able to use. So the second step is finished. So now each time I add a new URL here, it will make a request to the website API and generate your video. So last step I want to add as well is to trigger an email. So I'm gonna just send a basic email here, and I'm gonna send it to my testing email as well. So I'm just gonna paste here this. I'm gonna check out. I'm just gonna put this as the title of the email, and then on the content of the email, I'm going to use the video created at the previous step. So, hello, here is a video for you. I'm just going to put a HTML tag to make a space here, but you can do your email as you want, and it can also go directly to an outreach tool. So it's just for the example here. And I'm gonna paste the HTML email code here to show you the preview of the video inside the email, and finish this by this. So all good here. Then I'm gonna just take to show you manually here. I'm gonna just take the previous step response and copy pasting on this module to make it manually first try. So I'm just pasting here, and if I launch this, it will send an email as a testing. So I go to the here. You can see I receive the email, and you can see there is a video, and I can click on it, and it goes to the video page. So that's basically it. Now, all I need to do is to activate this flow, and each time I will go and write um, a new website on this sheet. It will send an automation request. So every 15 minutes, it will check the flow if it got a new request from the Google Sheet, then send a request to the HTTP web RepliQ API, and then send an email. So it can take a little bit of time, and I will just finish this video here. Let us know if you have any question, and we'll be happy to help you set up any automation you can use. As I told you, anything which can be, for example, a CRM on Make. There is plenty. You can use a form or anything from the module available on Make, but it can also be on Zapier, Pabbly, or whatever automation tool there is. Thank you again for watching this video, and bye bye.